What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. We are doing a Green Bay Packers 7-round community mock draft. Appreciate everyone coming by to the live stream. This is the first year that I'm going to be doing something like this. You guys obviously, if you know my channel, you know I do a mock draft every single week. But every time at the end of the video, I ask, what would you guys do in this situation? When I'm up on the clock and there's certain players available or certain picks available, what would you do? So that's what we're going to do today. This is going to be completely powered by you guys in terms of what players we pick. We're going to do polls in the chat. We're going to have people in the comments, chiming in what you want this mock draft to end up like. So it's going to be powered exactly by you guys. Obviously we all have our draft favorites. I do. I still wrote down a notepad of it all, right? We still have our draft favorites, but my draft favorites are different than everyone else's, or for the most part, right? I know there's a lot of people in the comments that like certain players that maybe I don't like, or vice versa. So that's kind of what I wanted to do today, maybe get my eyes on some other players that you guys like. So that will be interesting. So we're going to do all 7 rounds because, we're 1 week away from the draft, right? We're not going to do anything small. We're going to do a 7-round mock draft. And I'm glad we're doing it today because PFF just updated their draft board and it's a lot better, right? If you guys know my mock drafts, you could get Keaton Oladapo in the 7th round. You could get Trevin Wallace in the 7th round. There were so many guys you could get late in this draft that just didn't make sense. So they updated it. A lot of the players are updated. There's a new board on here. We're getting a lot of comments. How you guys doing today on this? Is this Wednesday? It is Wednesday afternoon. Would have liked to do this a little bit later in the day, but it looks like we got enough people in the live stream to begin with. We already had 100 people in here, so I appreciate you guys coming by. How's everyone doing on this Wednesday afternoon? So, Turtles, what's up, man? We have DeJean, Terrion Arnold, Barton first round. We have definitely Graham Barton or Cooper DeJean. So that seems like a common theme. People want Graham Barton or Cooper DeJean. I'd be happy with either. So let's get this thing started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by, pick by pick. We're going to start it pretty slow. We're going to go on a slow meter here because we could trade. We could trade if we wanted to. We could trade up, we could trade down. I'm going to be using the Rich Hill draft chart, which is this thing here. Basically, it assigns a point value to every pick. And, yeah, so the PFF mock draft simulator, the trading, not too great. It's not too realistic. Like you can trade up too easily. You can get a lot of value for trading down too easily, right? Barton is a guard. Barton is a center. Barton is a bona fide center at the NFL level, and I think he'll be a great one. DeJean, Kool-Aid, or a different corner. Yeah, a lot of people, there's two different types of people, I feel like. A lot of people want a cornerback, draft pick 1. A lot of people want an offensive lineman. Mims has little experience, give me Barton. Yeah, I'm not too huge on the Mims and Guyton thing that's going on right now. I could totally see the Packers selecting Tyler Guyton. That just feels like a pick that's going to happen next Thursday where you're like, all right, whatever. Okay, so let's get this thing started. I mean, I don't think there's any way we're going to trade into the top 10, right? As a Packers fan, that's not going to happen. So I'm going to go with the first 10 here. It's just not realistic. I would be shocked to see the Packers trade into the top 10. So Caleb Williams at 1, Jaden Daniels at 2, Drake May at 3. That's how I feel it's going to go. Honestly, guys, that's how I feel it's going to go. 4 is where it's going to get tricky. The Cardinals should 100% just draft Marvin Harrison Jr., but if another team offers the house, like the Minnesota Vikings, or another team that wants a quarterback for J.J. McCarthy, the Cardinals should do it. They could drop down a bit, still get someone like Rome Odunze, which, yes, Marvin Harrison is the best receiver in this class by a far margin, in my opinion. Rome Odunze is no joke either. Rome Odunze is great. Malik Neighbors, there's some character concerns going on there. Chargers went Neighbors at 5 here. I'm interested to see what they do. They've already gotten rid of a couple receivers in Williams and Allen. The easy pick would be a receiver, but I feel like they're going to go alt or something and just shock the world and just, not go wide receiver, right? We have J.J. McCarthy at 6 to the Giants. I see a trade-up happening, obviously. But, yeah, What do we have in the chat? Yeah, okay. We're going to go ahead and put you in a timeout. Sorry, buddy. Chris Jenkins, second round steal. Barton, JPJ, Kool-Aid, or DeJean. Mims isn't worse the first. Yeah, a lot of people not on the Mims train. DeJean wasn't great in man coverage. I disagree. I think he was fine. Is he a bona fide man coverage corner? No. But Iowa's a cover 3 defense, man. Like you can't knock on a guy because he wasn't able to play man much. I thought when I watched his tape, he was more than capable. So, okay. Joe Alt at 7 to the Titans. Rome Odunze at 8 to the Falcons. That's my hope, that Rome Odunze goes before 9 and the Bears don't end up with Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze. I would hate that. Turner at 9 to the Bears. That's fine. Brock Bowers at 10 to the Jets. So the Vikings are on the clock. We'll get by at least this pick here. They go Quinyon Mitchell at 11. So the Vikings, like, we all know they're going to trade up. Someone says trade up for Quinyon. I could have. It's just 11, man. 11, that's a lot of value. Like, when you look at 11, that's 358 points compared to the 230 we're at 25, man. That's a lot of difference in points. So it would be very hard to trade up to 11. I mean, we have the draft capital. Paul's at 16 to 19. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do, just in case if anyone's fallen. So we're at 12 here. Again, I don't see a need to trade up. Terry and Arnold goes at 12. So back-to-back cornerbacks. I think if Arnold's on the board at like 19, then yeah, that's worth a trade up. But obviously not up to 11 or 12 for a cornerback. There's a lot of cornerbacks in this class, a lot of good talent. You don't really need to give up all your draft capital to go up. Fuaga at 13 to the Raiders. Who else do we have? We have Fashanu at 14 to the Saints. So what we'll do is I'll pause. I'll pause at about 19. But the way the board's falling, a lot of cornerbacks are coming off the board. So we might not need to trade up if that's what we are going for. Now let's see if there's a run on lineman. 15, J.C. Latham here. Not a fan of trading up. Trade up for a right tackle, I'm assuming you meant. I don't know, man. I just don't know if the Packers, like, they don't take offensive linemen in the first round. So, like, would they trade up to grab an offensive lineman? I don't know. We have Seattle. Let's see who they take. Jared Verse. He's a player that if he falls, a little bit, I'm all for the Packers trading up. Or hey, if he's there at 25, you take Jared Verse. It would shock me to see him there at 25, but I would be more than happy the Packers selecting Jared Verse. Someone says, where's Chop Robinson going? I would guess first round, probably like late 20s. That's my guess. So we're at 17 with Jacksonville. You think if Olu or Latham start falling, they would. See, I agree, Nick. If Olu, Fashanu, or Latham fall to around like 19, 20, maybe the Packers would trade up for a lineman. But in terms of what's available, I don't know. So I'm gonna go to 19. Because we still got Cooper DeJean on the board. We still have Graham Barton on the board. Those are the two I put in the thumbnail, right? Someone says we need wide receiver more than you think. It depends, man. It really depends. Okay, we're gonna go up a couple more picks, then I'll put a poll, and if we should trade up. And remember, this is gonna be Latu goes right after. See, he's another player that's like, if he's sitting there at 25, man, I'm for it. Again, this is a community mock, so we're going to go based off you guys. I'm not going to make the picks. I'm not going to make the trades. We're going to go based off you guys. So let's go one more pick. Fatanu goes. Fatanu's, that would have been an interesting trade up. So 19, we're at pick 19. Let me put in a poll here. Trade up, let me see. Graham Barton's on the board. Cooper DeJean's on the board. I just put a poll in the chat. Let me know. Should we trade up to 19? Wiggins is on the board. And again, I'm not huge on Wiggins. I just don't think he fits the Packers. Ooh, it is flying around. This poll is flying around, but it's... Ooh, we have a lot of people voting. Vote on the poll. Vote on the poll. Do we trade up to 19? If you guys say no, we'll go one more pick, and then I'll ask, should we trade up to 20? Because we could see who comes off at 19 to the Rams here. Who's on board. That's the one thing I don't like at PFF, is you can't see a live board until you're on the clock. PFF, if you have anybody in here that's working, or that works at PFF, please try to fix that. Please try to fix that. Nate Wiggins is interesting. I agree, he's interesting, but not great. So over 100 votes. We'll probably run it whenever it hits like 100 votes. So it's at 111 here. Majority say no. So let's go one more pick. Let's see. Byron Murphy goes off at 19. Okay. So no one wanted to trade up to 19, or the majority did not want to trade up to 19. I'm going to add one more poll. And if not, we'll probably just let it ride to 25, because I'm not going to do this for every single pick, right? But I'm going to do one more, because why not? All right. Poll is in the chat. Trade up to 20 with the Steelers. A lot of people stay at 25. Trade back, we even have. Trade back. Interesting. Did Olu and Latham go? Yes, they did. Latham at 15, Olu at 14. People are saying for Cooper. But again, majority, they don't like trading up. I get it, man. I get it. I feel like the board, in this scenario is falling decently, where there's going to be a lot of talent at 25, say even 30. But yeah. What are my thoughts on Terrion Arnold? Big fan of drafting corner. I love Terrion Arnold. I don't think he'll be there at 25. Again, I don't like to be that person, but I love him. He's my cornerback one, Terrion Arnold. Don't trade back. Over 100 votes, so we're not trading back, or not trading up. We're going to 25. We're running it to 25. Cooper goes at 20, so Graham Barton at 21. So anyone that wanted Cooper DeJean or Graham Barton, you had your chance, but hey, the majority rules. Cooper DeJean at 20, Graham Barton at 21. It's funny. It's like, that's why I stopped at that spot, because it's like, that's kind of where you gotta get up to get these guys, at least in the PFF simulator, right? No Barton goes. All right, Eagles 22. What are we going? Brian Thomas. Isn't there a mock recently? I think someone tweeted at me that at the Packers there's a mock where they go Brian Thomas Jr. That would be insane. Everyone's see. This is going to be the fun of a community mock. It's the majority, right? Like, there's probably so many people in here that wanted a trade, but hey, majority rules. Vikings at 23. They wouldn't trade with any. Bo Nix. Okay, that's fine. Quarterback off the board. You want as many quarterbacks off the board. Cowboys at 24. Amarius Mims. Okay, hey, look, there's still a ton of talent on the board. So I'm going to make a poll up based off of some of these. I'm not going to add a shit ton of them, because you kind of can't. But Jerzon Newton, Johnny Newton's here. A.D. Mitchell, I don't know if I'd even add him in the poll. I probably should, just for the fun of it. Nate Wiggins, Kool-Aid, JPJ. I feel like those 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, I guess. Or trade down. I'm gonna don't worry, guys, I'm gonna put out a poll. Here. Can I add multiple options? Let's see. I need to adjust my keyboard. It's like falling off my desk. I need a better setup. So don't worry. We're gonna make a poll. Your voices will be heard. I'm going to put, if I have enough options, I'm going to put A.D. Mitchell in there, because that would be really funny, actually. Like, imagine if the Packers went A.D. Mitchell at 25. Kool-Aid. Can I only do 4? That's not ideal. You can only do 4 options on a poll. Interesting. So I'm not going to add A.D. Mitchell. I'm going to add trade down as one of these, just because we need a trade down option in the poll. On all accords, the Packers aren't going to go A.D. Mitchell, right? Like, right? Bear with me. I'm making the poll here. I'm not going to put JPJ on this poll. If I had another option, I would. I want to add JPJ, though. I want to. All right. What I'll do is I'll make one poll. The winner of that will then go against a couple more players. Okay. Poll's going out. Poll's going out. What do we want to do at 25? What do we want to do at 25 for the Green Bay Packers? Vote in the poll in the chat. Community mock draft, man. This is fun. I've never done this, but like it's kind of cool that it's going to be controlled by what do we got? 300 viewers in here? All right. So I'll let this one ride for a bit since we have 300 people in here. I at least want like half to 200 to vote. Other than that, how's everyone doing today? Got a bunch of comments. Trade down. Newton, Wiggins. This is a good spot, man. This is a good spot. A lot of people. Majority is Kool-Aid right now. But trade down is close. Trade down is close, but majority is Kool-Aid McKinstry. I respect you guys for that, for voting for Kool-Aid over Nate Wiggins, because that's just more of the corner the Packers would select. JPJ could play right guard. Yeah, Turtles, you're right. You're right. You're 100% right, but depending if the Packers want to put Zach Tom at center, that's been a whole thing this week, right? Trading down would be dumb. Hey, the Packers have 11 picks, so maybe, we could trade back in. We could trade back in. Let's get Kool-Aid and then trade back in for JBJ. I don't know. Or Newton. Wiggins is 185 at his pro day. Still light for the Packers, man. It's still light for the Packers. He's listed at 185 on PFF as well, but that is still light for the Packers. Okay, so once we get to 200 votes, we're about 23 away. But it looks like Kool-Aid's going to be the one there. But I'm gonna put Kool-Aid then against JPJ and AD Mitchell, just to give you guys other options. Just to get you guys other options. But I think right now, I don't even think trade down could even win. But not many votes on Wiggins, so not many Wiggins fans. Newton, not many votes. Jerzon Newton keeps falling to this spot in these simulators, and it's interesting, but yeah, Paul's at 49ers pick to see if JPJ is still available. Yeah, I could definitely do that. All right, we're going to end the poll because Kool-Aid definitely won, so I'm going to start a new poll real quick, and we'll run this one quickly. Let's go pick at 25. Kool-Aid, JPJ, and AD Mitchell. I'm just going to add AD Mitchell in there just for the fun of it. Okay, so this will, by all intents and purposes, English is hard, be our pick at 25. So, if you're a Wiggins guy or trade down guy, you got to choose someone. There is no trade down decided by the majority. JPJ is supposed to fall to the second round based off all reports. I could see it, man. A true centers don't really get picked too early. And I know you might be thinking, well, Graham Barton's a center. Yeah, but he has so much versatility. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to let this run to 150 votes just because it looks like it's pretty much a runaway. We actually have some votes for AD Mitchell. That's pretty funny. If you say receiver, you don't know ball. Honestly, man, AD Mitchell, 6'4", 21 years old, right? If we go to RIS, look at him. Imagine 4'3'4". I don't know why he's listed as 6'4". He's 6'2". 205, 39.5 inch vertical. It's insane. It's actually insane, right? But no, it's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. Okay. Kool-Aid here. Yep, that's going to be it. We're going to end that poll. It's going to be Kool-Aid McKinstry. If I was sitting in this position, I might trade down, but Kool-Aid's a good pick. We're going Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was the pick in the first overall pick of the community mock draft. Wiggins goes at 26. AD Mitchell at 27. So the Cardinals got Marvin Harrison and AD Mitchell. Okay. Interesting. Trade up for JPJ or Newton falls a bit. We're going to go to the end of the first here and then see if both are there. Newton, chop. Guyton. We'll go one more. JPJ. JPJ at 31. JPJ at 31. So, yeah. At this point, you know, the two other players that people were even voting for, JPJ. Oh, go get Guyton. Interesting. All right, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to put a poll out. Trade up. Guyton's there. Guyton is there. All right, putting out a poll. There's Guyton. Oh, Guyton is gone. Yeah, I'm never mind. I am blind. Guyton literally went at 30. I am blind. Who are we trading for? I don't know. Guyton is gone. I made this poll on the pretense that Guyton was there. He's not there. Cooper is gone. Jordan Morgan, keep an eye on. I agree. John Jacob, one of my favorite guys. Guyton is gone. Get Peyton Wilson. So there's Peyton Wilson. There's Jordan Morgan. There's still guys available. Yeah, Guyton was drafted. My bad. But majority here, it looks like we're saying no. So yeah, over 100 votes, pretty much no trade up. So we're gonna go into the next pick here, or at least we're gonna go a few. Morgan goes at of course. Morgan goes at 34. So McConkey at 32. Franklin at 33. Morgan at 34. Zach Frazier at 35. We're sitting at 36 here. I don't even know if there's anyone on the board worth trading up for right now. I don't even think anyone's really worth trading up right now, because there's a lot of trade with cards to get Morgan. Wouldn't have worked. Morgan went at 34 right before. Zero interest in Edgerrin Cooper. Let it run to 41. Stay at 41. Stay put. Seeing a lot of stay puts. Okay, we're going to stay put. I'm not going to run a mock or a poll on that because, ooh, Newbin. Michael Penix Jr., that's going to be our pick. All right, so Sainristil, 36. Man, I love Sainristil. Peyton Wilson, 37. Newbin, 38. Isaac, 39. Darius Robinson, 40. Ugh. See, when the board falls like this at 41, I'm just like, ugh. I don't know. It's just like, I don't like it at 41, but we have Penix, Coleman, Roman Wilson, Jatavian Sanders, Braden Fisk, Ricky Pierce, a lot of receivers. Ennis Rakestraw, Javon Bullard, Jalen Polk, Jonathan Brooks, Chris Jenkins, TJ Tampa. Man, I feel like I gotta trade back, but I'll put a poll. Let's put a poll, and we have a lot of trade options here, so we'll do a poll. Pick at 41, and we'd probably just go back like 10 spots, you know. So I'll put Fisk here. Who else is here? Rakestraw. We already got a corner, so I'm not going to add another corner. God, there's really not that many options. I'll put Bullard. We'll do Bullard. And honestly, trade down, because hold on. Trade down. I'm going to do trade down 10 spots as an option, because we wouldn't trade down much, but we'd trade down about, 10. So I'll put that poll out. There's the poll. People are saying Coleman. Keon Coleman. Is that who people really want? 6'4", 215. Okay. Only not much production though, right? 658 yards last year. Dude, I have barely looked at receivers. Barely. Because it's like, to me, there's no need. Let me start cooking up a trade down 10 spots. Would that be at 51? That would be with the Steelers. I just want to see the point value real quick. So 41. Let me get my phone out here. 146 to 112. So that would be a difference of 34 points. And Pittsburgh, let's see, we're 41 points. No, 34 points, excuse me. So they'd have to give us a 4th round, or they could give us, let me move my mic here, they could give us a 3rd round, but we'd have to give up a 4th. Yeah, just about. So the Steelers could be an option there, trading down. Look at Luke McCaffrey. Good. Trade to pick 50. So they have 81. Eagles have 50 and 53. That'd be interesting. it looks like we're going to be trading down because not many people want Fisk. No one really wants Bullard. What do we get for a trade down? A 4th rounder. What was that again? It was a difference of 34 points. Pittsburgh has 4th round, 24 points. We get a 4th and a 5th, really. Where does Pittsburgh have a 5th? I don't know if they do. They have 119. That's a 4th round, and then 178. Oh, okay. They have a 6th. So we get like a 4th and a very early 6th for Steelers. I think we're going to end up trading down. So it would look like this. It would be boom. It'd be like that. You'd get trade down 10. You'd pick up a 4th. You'd pick up a very early 6th. Trade to 50. Trade to pick 50, a lot of people are saying. Good. Not worth it. Well, we're going to trade down regardless. We're going to trade down regardless. The Eagles, if you traded down to the Eagles at 50, they also have 53, but you're looking at 200. You'd have to give up, because the Eagles are at 106 there, 115 there. That's what, 121? Or sorry, 221. You'd have to give up like 70 points. You'd have to give up almost both of your 3rd rounds. So that's just not really realistic. Trade 50. 50. A lot of people are saying 50. All right. Well, we could look at another way to do it. So we trade 41 for 50, 121, 161. How much are those worth? Or 120 and 161. So that's 23 points, and so it's 30. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what that is worth, actually. You guys nailed it. That is that is the exact worth, pretty much. So I think we're going to go to 50 with the Eagles. We'd swap 41 and 50. We'd pick up 120 and 161. Let's send it. Take Coleman or Corum? Nah. All right. We traded down. Let's get to our pick. Keon Coleman goes to the Eagles. Let's see who's going. Worthy, Roman, Lassiter, Jatavian Sanders. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of options, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back on the clock at 58. And we have 2 3rd rounds. Now we have 2 4th rounds and 2 5th rounds. So the players that went off the clock, Coleman goes at 41 with that trade. Rakestraw at 42. Fisk at 43. Penix at 44. Jalen Polk at 45. Worthy at 46. Roman Wilson, 47. Kamari Lassiter, 48. Jatavian Sanders, 49. We're on the clock at 50. There's Bullard, Brooks, Jenkins, Corum, Hicks, Amagaji, Cooper. Gosh, there's a lot of talent. And we still have their pick at 58. So, all right. Let's add a poll. And whoever wins this poll, I'll add into another poll because there's a lot of different players. Let's end this one first. Let's end this one. Start a poll. Pick at 50. So there's a lot of different options. There's TJ Tampa, which we already got a corner, so we're not gonna be doing that. Jenkins, we got. Oh, if my keyboard would work, we got Jenkins, Hicks. Let's go. Gosh, if my keyboard would work. Hicks. We're gonna add Cooper. And we'll put Amagaji because I think that's like a Packers tackle, honestly. And then we'll add more. Don't worry, we'll add more players. We'll add like Corum if you guys are really into it, which I'm not. But don't worry. Whoever wins this poll, I'll then put in another poll with additional players. So don't worry. I'll do another one with, say, Corum, Jonathan Brooks, Bullard, and then whoever wins this poll, really. Yeah, don't worry. I'll put Bullard in the poll. I'll put Bullard in the next one. Whoever wins this will go against 3 other players. All right. Cooper, Hicks, trade up for Jenkins. That'd be wild, huh? Jenkins, Cooper, and then trade up for Amagaji. Junior Colson greater than Cooper. I like Junior Colson. We went with Kool-Aid McKinstry at number 1. Hicks, then Colson. So Cooper's leading this. Once it gets to 150, I'll start the other poll. A lot of people like Jenkins and Hicks, but majority's at Edger and Cooper right here. And don't worry, we'll have a chance to trade up, too. We'll have a chance to trade up. Junior is a better fit next to Quay. I would agree with you, but a lot of people like Edger and Cooper. Colson is like rank 71, ADP 70. We also got Max Melton, but we already got a corner. Okay. Hicks and Cooper, like quorum here. All right, we're at 150 votes, and it looks like Cooper is going to win. So let's start one more poll on who we're going to pick here. Start a poll. Pick at 50. Cooper. Quorum. Bullard. Brooks. All right. This is for the pick at 50. Edger and Cooper, Blake Corum, Javon Bullard, Jonathan Brooks. We kind of narrowed it down to that. Hicks, Hicks I like, but, we also pick a 58, guys. Remember that. We also pick a 58. Would Cooper last there? Maybe not. But there's a lot of talent on the board. A lot of people on this Edger and Cooper train. I'm with it, man. I'm with it. You like Trevin Wallace at linebacker? He's definitely rose up some boards, especially on PFF, so that's an option. I think he goes around like 160, 150 in the PFF simulator. As much as you want Corum, you cannot not pick Cooper here. Yeah, it looks like far away that Edger and Cooper is going to be our pick here. Yep. Yeah. Someone says trade to 55. Maybe I'll stop in between. Like, I'll stop at 54, just in case if we want to trade up. But, yeah, it's going to be Edger and Cooper. This is a runaway. All right. We're going Edger and Cooper at pick 50. Edger and Cooper pick 50. All right, we're at 54. Trade up or stay? Let's add a poll. Trade up. Start poll. Start poll. Packers just hosted Trevin Wallace too. Yes, they did. So we're at 54. There's still Jenkins. There's Hicks. There's Bullard. We're still at 58. So we could wait, and one of those might be available. Eagles took 2 receivers in this round, did they? Yeah, Ricky Pearsall and Keon Coleman. Who'd they get in the first? Oh, my God. The Eagles went Brian Thomas. The Eagles went Brian Thomas, Keon Coleman, and Ricky Pearsall. Nice. Nice. 2/3? Yes, we do. Jenkins 58 if there. Jenkins 58. It looks like majority no to a trade up. We're going to let it ride. We're letting it ride. Chris Jenkins goes. You had your chance. Max Melton goes. You had your chance. All right. So Jenkins went at 54. Brooks at 55. Tampa at 56. Max Melton at 57. Bullard, Corum, Hicks, Ellis, Braswell. There's a lot of options. Nealand, there's a lot of options. Okay, we're going to start with one round. We're going to start with one round. Here we go. Let's start this poll. Pick at 58. So we'll start with the top 4 guys here. Hey, everyone's like, Hicks or Amagaji. Amagaji. Add him into the poll. Grab the tackle, people are saying. And then I'll add one more option here. We'll just add Corum. Why not? Don't worry, there'll be another poll with more players in it. If this isn't one of the players you want, or the trade, if you want to trade down, don't worry, you'll have that option to vote on that in the next poll. So, but vote on who would win this round, this little round here for this poll. Let's see. Hicks is running it away. Is Kieran Amagaji healthy? I believe so. I think he's okay. He'll be okay for 2024. He like I said, he was hurt in 2023, but you know, Nealand is nice, man. Bishop is better than Hicks. Hey, some would agree with you. Some would agree with you. All right. Okay, so it looks like Hicks, we're at 150 votes. Hicks is going to win between these guys. So we're going to end that poll, but we're going to add a new one. We're going to add a new one here. So pick at 58. So Hicks is going to be in here. We're going to have, we'll do, I feel like Nealand would be more of a Packers pick, so we'll add Nealand. We could do Jonah Ellis. What's his 246, 6'2". I highly doubt the Packers would ever even draft him. Jalen Wright. We'll do Hicks, Nealand, trade down, which I don't think many of you would. And then we'll add Braswell. Why not? We'll add Braswell. Okay, this is for our pick here. Choose wisely. What's wrong with Bullard? I don't know. I'm okay with him. He's small, man, and he's a versatile safety. You know, he can play in the slot, can play deep, but I think there's just better options. I think for what you're looking for the Packers, you kind of want a box guy, and that is Jaden Hicks, for sure. But there's other options. Nealand, top 30 visit, yes sir. Okay, Nealand's having a competition here, but Hicks is run away with pick 58, ladies and gentlemen. But what we could do is we could try to trade back in to the top of the second round. It might cost a lot. Pick Hicks, trade back up for Nealand. We could. We'd probably, like, if I select here, we'd probably trade up with either Baltimore or San Fran or the opportunity to. Bullard ain't NFL material. He might not be. All right, once we get to like 150, 170 votes, we'll stop the count, and it looks like Hicks is already going to win this one. I would add more people in the polls, but you can only do 4. We already got Edgerrin Cooper. We drafted him with our last pick. So, yeah, it's going to be Hicks. It's going to be Hicks here. So, end the poll. We're going Jaden Hicks at pick 58. And let's go up a few picks. Amagaji goes. Braswell goes. So, 63 here. Amagaji's off the board. You know, it would have been hard to get all 3 of those guys. But we could trade up here. We could trade up for someone like Marshawn Nealand. So, let's add a poll. Let's see. Trade up, question mark, yes or no. Nope, don't want to add another option. Close that out. Let's go. Send that out to you guys. Who have we drafted so far? Kool-Aid McKinstry, Edgerrin Cooper, and Jaden Hicks. Definitely need some linemen here, guys. We need some trench. We need some front 7, defensive linemen, edge, or offensive linemen. A lot. Ooh, it's close. It's going to be a close one. This is going to be a close one. Because remember, guys, we pick all the way down at 88. So it would cost a little bit to get up. 88 to 63. Let's see what that would even cost so I could kind of test the waters here. 88 to 63. 82 minus 47. That'd be 35 points. Oof. We'd have to give up a decent bit, guys. We have 120. Yeah. We'd have to give up we'd have to give up a 4th and a 5th if we wanted to trade up here. Just letting you guys know. Like, the trade would look like this. It would be something like that. I don't know why it doesn't say it would be accepted because it's a PFF simulator, but I'll just have to force that trade. I feel like you can. Oh man, it is literally 50-50. I feel like if it's 50-50, I'll probably let it ride a few more picks and then we'll run the poll again because it's too close to like make that decision right here. Need to trade up between 68 and 72. I think I'm going to let it ride a little bit longer. Am I going live for the draft? Yes, 100% Thursday and Friday night. I might even go live a little bit Saturday. It depends. I do have a football game, so it really depends. I'm gonna let it ride a few more picks and then redo this poll because it is way too close to like make that assumption. Corum, Corley, Nealand goes, Haynes, Rosengarten. So I guess Nealand you'd have to go up to like 65 to get him. Braswell went, Corum, Corley, Haynes went, and Roger Rosengarten. Way too much value. Yeah, I agree. So trade up in the 70s. Okay, we'll stop at 70, like 71, 72. Patrick Paul, Andrew Phillips, Dorless, DT from Clemson there. Not going to pronounce it. So with the Jets, let's add another poll. Trade up to 72. Question mark. Yes, send. Let's see. Let's see. BB gone? No, BB's available. BB is available. Andrew Phillips just went at 69. So a lot of people are saying no. Looks like a lot of people might let this ride. We might, if it's not a trade up. Ooh, now we spiked to yes. If it's not a trade up, we'll probably let it go to around like 78 and ask again. We should. Can we see available? I wish, man. I wish. It's annoying. I can't. It's the PFF simulator, man. I really wish you could. It's kind of just... I don't know why it doesn't have that available. like that's such a big missing feature where it's like, I would like to trade up if I could see who I want, you know? But I guess, if you've been following along or you have your own board, yeah. Trade with Bears, who's available. Majority saying no. Majority is saying no. What round is BB? I think he goes on the new PFF board. He usually goes at like 97. Around that mark. Yeah, I have my own board and once I wrote down because, yeah, PFF does. This is what I do every mock draft that I do on my channel. I run one first to see when players go, write down the players I like. This so I know when to like, hey, I need to trade up here, I need to trade down here, yada yada. I don't click big board. No. That'll remove the draft, trust me. Trust me. No, if you click big board, it'll get rid of this and we're not going to restart. We are not going to restart, I'll tell you that. I promise you that brings you to a whole separate webpage. I promise you. I've fallen victim to that before. Yeah. All right. Majority say no. We're going to let it ride to like 78. Coleman goes. He's been flying up boards. Colson. Burton. Blake Fisher. Coleman's been flying up boards, guys. Where's his RAS here? Brandon Coleman as a guard. 9.97. I think he's going to be a good guard. He's been flying up boards. All right, let it ride to 78-80 for BB. BB goes slightly farther than that, but, could. All right, let's start a new poll here. So remember, we're at pick 88. We also have 91. We have a ton of draft capital, guys. So even if we don't trade up here, we could trade up a lot in like the mid 100s and get a lot of good talent. So let's see. Pick 78. Let's start a poll here. Trade up. Yes or no? Let's start the poll. Vote in the chat. We're just hoarding picks. We are. We're going to have 13 players. Running back from Notre Dame or Tennessee. Yeah, we could trade up for like Jalen Wright here. Running back Jalen Wright. Here's some options. I think Jalen Wright, Trey Benson. There's some options there. Austin Booker. That's all I have on my board because that's the guys I like. But we could. People are saying no. People are saying let it ride. You could trade up here for Trey Benson or Jalen Wright, get a running back. I don't know if they'll be there at 88. Too close to our pick now. Need to trade up just to see who's there? Yeah, right. Who do we have so far? We got Kool-Aid McKinstry, Edgerrin Cooper, and Jaden Hicks. That's our pick so far. Jalen is gone. Is Jalen? Yep. I got to check this before I look at my own. You're right. Jalen is gone. I did that with Guyton as well. There's a lot of alignment available. It's kind of hard to see because you can't look at the live board. Don't know why. Jalen Wright to the Detroit is disgusting. I hope that does not happen. But Benson is still here. Trey Benson is intriguing. Majority say no. We're going to let it ride. Walker, Xavier Thomas, Baker, Kalen Bullock, Johnny Wilson. We're just going to let it ride, guys, because Benson goes at 83. Because we need to see who's on the board, right? Like, Marshawn Lloyd. This guy got added here recently. And he's just popping into the third round for no apparent reason. All right. We're at pick 88. Marshawn Lloyd's available. Austin Booker, Renardo Green, Cooper Beebe, DTD, Jeremiah Trotter, Dominic Pooney. A lot of options. Michael Hall. Oh, there's going to be a lot of polls for this one. Ray Davis. I'm not huge on Ray Davis, man. He just went right before, but I like him because he's versatile and a pass catcher, but it's hard. All right, we're pick 88. Let's add some players into here. Let me end this one first. And this one. Start a poll. Pick at 88. I'm not going to include players too much that we already got positions of, you know? So we're going to put BB. We're going to put Pooney. We could put... Do we get a safety? Yeah, we already got Hicks. So I'm not going to put a safety right here. We can get more safeties later, but like it would be kind of dumb to get two safeties before a lineman, right? Trice, we went down that with my last mock draft. That was a mistake. Oh, yeah, put Hall. And then we could put like a running back. I'll just put running back, and then we could, go from there if we need to. All right, there's the poll. There's the poll. Let's see. Vote in the chat. What do you guys want here at 88? A lot of people like Hall, Mason McCormick. Mason. I'll add McCormick in the next poll. So if you don't like any of these players, we're gonna do another one with whoever wins this. What's up with Hunt? I don't know. I had no idea who he was. I mean, Houston Christian. That's where he's from. Great stats, but it's like, what competition was he against? 6'4", 248. He just popped up on the PFF big board like last night. Sweat available. I don't even know if I'm gonna put Sweat on the board. Like the Packers aren't gonna, Did Jerry and Jones go? I don't think so. No, he's still there. Majority is BB here. Pick at 88. Jalex Hunt, 9.13 RAS. Nice. Pooney, he feels like a Packer. He definitely does. He definitely does. Renardo Green, play him at safety. You could. He'd definitely be a safety in the NFL. Definitely could be. Sweat in the 4th or 5th. I just don't know if the Packers would draft him. Grab Hunt. Yeah, that does feel like a Packers pick in the 3rd round. Just like a random guy out of a random school, right? Sweat at 91. You could. All right, so it looks like BB's winning this one. So I'll add him into another poll. 1 second. So poll. Pick at 88. BB. And then we'll add some other players in here. We'll put... Oh, man. I'll put McCormick. I'll put Trotter. And then I'm not even going to add trade down because we already have like 98 picks. We could do Van Pran. I'll put Van Pran in here. It seems like the general consensus is that we need a lineman here. And I do like Pooney, but remember, we still have 91. We still have pick 91. So what do you guys want at pick 88? Let's see. Vote. Vote in the chat. NIU. Austin Booker's available. I do like Austin Booker. I do like Austin Booker. The Packers met with him 6-6. Pick Pooney with 91. We could go back-to-back linemen in the third round. Just go BB, Pooney. Just boom. Load up the interior of that offensive line. Trotter would be the dumbest pick here. Looks a lot of people want Cooper Beebe, man. A lot of people want Cooper Beebe. Or trade down, or trade to spots down to 91. Yeah, but we already traded down so much. Like, if we're going to do another trade, it's going to be a trade up. Like, let's be honest. What we could do is we could go 2 players. We go 88, 91, and then trade back up into the third round, get someone like Michael Hall, Jerry and Jones. Isaac Grendo. Could go. Patrick Paul went way earlier. He's flying up boards. Patrick Paul went at 68. 68. Yeah, so it looks like BB's going to be our pick. That's a runaway. So we're going BB at 88. We're going Cooper BB at 88. Booker goes, Alex Hunt goes. So 2 edge rushers. All right, let's end that poll. Let's do 91. So we got Kool-Aid McKinstry, Edgerrin Cooper, Jaden Hicks, Cooper Beebe. All right. Let's see what we want at 91. What do we want at 91? Let's do a poll. Pick at 91. We could go Hall. There's Pooney. Well, definitely add Pooney into this. We'll add Jerry and Jones in case, say, if we wanted a nickel guy. Jerry and Jones. Oh, I did not mean to type that. Let's not do that. What is going on in my chat here? Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Jerry and Jones. You could go Ben Sinnott. Hell no. You could go running back. I'll add running back into this poll just in case. And we'll do another one as well. Here we go. And comment if you don't see your guy you want, comment so I'll add it into the next poll. Because you guys need to let me know who you like here at 91. We got on the board Marshawn Lloyd, Renardo Green, Malik Washington, Javon Solomon, Eric All, DTD, Mason McCormick, Trotter, Pratt, Braylon Trice, Van Prant. That Braylon Trice shit is so wild to me. So supposedly he dropped a shit ton of weight to go to the combine and still didn't test that athletically. Like, why would you do that? Like, honestly, Braylon Trice, very intriguing at that 274, 6'4". But it's like, why would you drop all that? Just weird. Pooney is winning this. So you guys want to double dip into the lineman, huh? A little third round lineman action. Next poll, running back and D-line. Yeah, we could. Who should I add into the next poll against what looks like it's going to be Pooney? Just two guards in a row, I guess. Yeah, Pooney's probably a guard. Trice, 23. Trotter. Are there kickers available? Yeah, but you wouldn't do it in the third round. We ain't the 49ers. Michael Hall would be interesting here, guys. But we could trade up. We did not get Chris Jenkins. Eric All. Mason, Trice, Braylon Allen, DTD. DTD is good, man. Good as like a deep safety. It looks like it's going to be Pooney here. I'm going to add him into another poll. Pooney's winning that poll. Okay. We're going to go Pooney. We'll add Trotter. Let's see. Who else should I add into here? We'll add option. We'll do edge. And then we'll add... we'll do... I'll just add tight end into there. Why not? All right. Let me know who we're getting at 91. What are we doing at 91? Too much O-line emphasis. Nah. Wait and get Christian Boyd. Boyd, yeah, you can get him in like the 5th or 6th in this. There's still good guards later. There is. There is. What edge picks are even available? Edge, we have Javon Solomon from Troy, who had 17 sacks last year, but a little bit on the lighter side. Braylon Trice, Brennan Jackson. So really not much crazy here. There's some other options later, but not crazy amount of edge here because Austin Booker and Jalex Hunt just went. What DTs are available? Michael Hall, Tavondre Sweat. Sweat's been falling. Wingo, Dwayne Carter. And then as for... Who else was asking for a position? Trade up to 100? Yeah, we could. How versatile is Pooney? Very. I think he's going to be a guard, but he could play tackle. Vote Trice. All right, what's our voting look like? It looks like it's going to be Pooney, guys. But we could trade back up. We could trade back up for an edge or Hall or Jarian Jones. A lot of people like Hall, man. It seems like a lot of people like Hall. The Packers met with him. Michael Hall here. 6'2", 280. We could trade back up. We could let it go to round, 97, where his ADP is, and trade back up. Warren Sapp. Kamara is a steal. It looks like it's going to be Pooney, guys. It's going to be Pooney. It's going to be Pooney. We're drafting Pooney. We're going back-to-back O-line here, guys. We're going Dominic Pooney at pick 91. Boom. All right, I'm going to pause this draft real quick. Wanted to give you guys the update. Still giving away this signed Lucas Van Ness jersey. Thank you to Sleeper, who's powering this live stream. And it's very easy to enter in this giveaway. Simply download Sleeper. It's pinned in the chat. It's also down in the description. Make a first-time deposit using code BASS. You can see it on the bottom there. There's a QR code. That first deposit will get matched up to $500. On Sleeper, basically a fantasy sports app. You can choose multiple sports, play anytime. And essentially you choose higher or lower on any given stat of any different player. And you can choose between 2 to 8 players. And you can win up to 100x payouts. So you can play live during the game, before the game, 2 to 8 picks. You can see higher or lower. You can choose any stats from points, rebounds, assists. Of course, when football comes around, you could do that on football as well. So again, I appreciate Sleeper for sponsoring the stream and giving away this signed Lucas Van Ness jersey. Let me get it up for you guys again. Right there. Right there. Signed Lucas Van Ness jersey. Like I said, very easy to enter. Download Sleeper. Link in the description. Pinned at the top of the chat. Make a first-time deposit. That deposit will get matched up to $500 and enter you in this giveaway. All right. So, we're on the we're not on the clock. We're at pick 93. Some people are saying trade up to 100. Okay. So we might let this ride a little bit. I think we're gonna go to like 98, 97, 98 cuz we got Michael Hall. There's it's really Hall and Sweat are the defensive tackles available. So let's let this ride a little bit. All right, we're saying at 97 to pick 97. Let's put a poll out here. You guys want to trade up? Remember, we got a lot of draft capital, guys. Trade up, yes or no? Let me know. Let me know. Michael Hall is available. Tavondre Sweat's available. Jarian Jones is available. Trotter's available. There's a lot of talent. A lot of talent. Look at all the picks we have. We have 120, 126, 161, 169, and a bunch of 6th and 7th rounders. A lot of people want to trade up. So let's see what this would cost. While this poll's going, because it looks like it is going to go that way, 97 to 120. So you're moving up what? What is that, 23 spots? Let's see. 120. It's 23 points. 97's worth 38. So what's that, 15? So we'd have to give up... what else do we have? I forget because we've done so many trades. We have 161, 169. 161. So we'd have to give up a fifth. We'd have to give up 161. And also 202. So that's what that trade would look like. 120, 161, 202. Because 120 is worth 23 points. 161. So that'd be then 33 points. And that's 38 points. So it's exactly the same value. And we'd force this trade because that's the exact same value. And a lot of people are saying, yes, so we're doing it. We're doing it. And we're back on the clock at 97. We traded back into the third round. You guys voted yes. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And that poll. Now we have some interesting stuff. I'm not going to add McCormick on here. We spent 2 back-to-back linemen. So what I'm going to do is this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do positions just because pick at, what are we at, 97? I'm going to do positions on this poll. So we have D-line. We're going to do running back. What else could we do here? Edge. Linebacker. We'll start with that. We'll start with that. And just to show you guys at each position what's available. D-line, Michael Hall, Tavondre Sweat. Those are really the only 2 guys that would be considered here, in my opinion. What else did I put position-wise? Running back. Running back's available. Tyrone Tracy. Probably the only guy you maybe go. Maybe Braylon Allen. Actually, there's a few. There's Estime, Shipley, Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis, Blake Watson, Tyrone Tracy. We have Edge. Braylon Trice, still here. Trice, Brennan Jackson, Kamara. You could argue Kamara. And then linebacker, Trotter. Then a decent drop-off. I mean, Cedric Gray's nice. And Trevin Wallace. But I think you could wait to 126 to get either of those guys. For sure. All right. Some people like Sweat. That vote between Sweat and Hall is going to be an interesting one because that's what I think it's going to come down to. It looks like D-line is killing linebacker, edge, and running back. Running back's kind of coming up there. Mason Smith was in for a visit. Yes, he was. A lot of people like Allen. Because you're a Badgers fan. I don't know if, they go Allen just because they have 2 bigger, powerful running backs. Like, what is that offensive tackle right now? You think we go 3 straight? Gon Clays, Isaiah Adams, Caden Wallace, Christian Jones, Walter Rouse. I see Rouse as a guard. You could even say, I think Caden Wallace probably could be a right tackle. Yeah. Jerry and Jones as well is available. So, all right. So what we're going to do, D-line won that. So what we're going to do, we're going to create another poll. We're going to do a poll here. It's going to be pick at 97. So we have Hall. We have Sweat. We're also going to add in cornerback. And then what else? We could put safety. And what safeties are even available? Tyke Smith, Cameron Kinchins. I'll put defensive back so you guys have options here. Defensive back. Or offensive tackle. Yeah, so we'll do offensive tackle. Okay, there's the poll. I have a feeling it's going to be Hall or Sweat here. We need a true tackle later. Yeah, we could definitely get one later. I don't know if they go 3 offensive linemen in the 3rd round. So offensive tackle there, man. Tommy, with the massive donation, Tommy, my man. Hey, brother. Thanks for all your preparation and hard work. I know you appreciate I appreciate the content. Yes, I do, Tommy. I appreciate you always coming by, supporting the channel. Seriously, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Ooh, Hall between Sweat. It's a close one. It's a close one. Tommy, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. It's a close one. Tommy, you should have just chosen whoever you wanted to draft with that dono. Just be like, yeah, get this guy. I would have done it. I would have done it. You should have been like, kicker. I would have done it. Don't get any ideas. Don't get any ideas. Hall's winning, man. I'm going to let it run to like 150 votes. Hall doesn't fit the Packers. Arguable. I think he could play edge. I think he could definitely play defensive end. 6'2", 280. Right? Let's search him up RAS wise. We could run him as an edge. Michael Hall. How are you going to say he doesn't fit the Packers? 9.57 RAS at DT. Sweat just got arrested. Yeah, that's why I'm saying like I don't see that happening. Michael Hall. 9.57. Elite speed. Great explosion. Say if we move him to defensive end. 7.75. Still decent. A little bit on the short side, but great. They have him as 299. So I guess PFF has him at 280. But Hall, if he is 299, he's a defensive tackle. Like he's a defensive tackle. 9.57. And it looks like that's going to be our pick here. It looks like that's going to be our pick. It looks like Michael Hall is going to be our pick at 97, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're doing it. 47%. 47% of 132 people say Michael Hall at 47. We're doing it. And in the poll, Michael Hall at 97. 28 picks away. I'm going to let about half of these go. Then we'll read who went and give us the opportunity to trade up yet again. Let's see. Jerry and Jones goes. Stop it like right here. So, we went Michael Hall at 97. Then Michael Pratt went. Jeremiah Trotter goes at 99. Eric All at 100. Braylon Trice at 101. Mason McCormick, Van Pran, Mahogany, Tyrone Tracy, Kalen Carson, Cameron Kinchins, Kate Stover, Jerry and Jones, Ben Sinnott, Jamari Thrash, Blake Watson, Brandon Jackson. So we're at 114. You know, we have 5 picks left. You'd probably have to give up 126 to 114. Let me see if that's even like something we would even do. 126 is 20 points and 114 is 26. So you'd have to give up a 6th round. Which do we 169? And then we also have 219, which I think you'd have to give up like a 6 and a 7. So like in order for this to work, you'd have to kind of go boom, boom and boom. You'd kind of have to do that. You might have to even give up more. You probably 169. I think that's too much to give up with that. 9 points to 29 points. Yeah, that would be too much. But you could get something back. Recap who we pick. We got Kool-Aid McKinstry. Actually, let me write these down so I don't forget. We got Kool-Aid. We got Cooper, Edrin Cooper. Then we went Jaden Hicks. Then we went BB. Then we went Pooney. And now we just went Hall. So we got 2 linemen, defensive linemen, safety, linebacker, cornerback. Hey, we're doing pretty good. Hold for Wallace, let ride and get running back. Let me go like a few picks. Let me just go a few picks because I think the trade up here is just too much. Let it go 6 more spots. That's what we'll do. We'll go to 120. We'll let it go to 20. Okay. So Wiley goes at 114. Gonclave's at 115. Tyke Smith, good slot defender at 116. We got Cowing at 117. Norzad at 118. Anaya Smith at 119. So 120. Let's put out a poll. You guys want to trade up? Start a poll. Trade up. Or let it ride to 126. Trade up, yes or no. There is the poll. All right. So it's only 6 more picks. I think there's still a lot of running backs available. So I don't know if you necessarily need to trade up for one here. But I'll give you guys the option. I will give you guys the option. All right. Let it ride to 126. Chat wants 20 players. No, we only have 6 so far. We could end up with 7, 8, 9. We'd end up with 11 if we don't trade anymore. But we could still trade up, say, between 126 and 169. We could definitely trade up. Trade at 124? You really want to trade up 2 spots? Yeah, no one wants to trade. We're letting it ride. We're letting it ride. We're in the 4th round. We're letting it ride. Sweat goes at 120. Brendan Rice, Isaiah Davis, Taj Washington, Trevor Keegan, and Braylon Allen at 126. Everyone's hating that, I bet. But we got a lot of options, guys, right? It sucks, but, we're fine. We're at 126. Estime's available. Vaki, Bordellini, Cole Bishop, Jordan McGee, Mohamed Kamara at edge. Kamara, man. He's from Newark, New Jersey. Did not know that. 14 sacks last year. There's a lot of options. Caden Wallace, right tackle, Penn State. A lot of options. Yeah, Bordellini would be fire, but, that's another guard. We already drafted, 2 guards. Wallace, you say? Wallace down here, 168. You could maybe hold it out to 169 or trade up and get Wallace as well. 126. Okay, let's put out a poll. Let's stop wasting some time. Isaac Garendo. If you guys have a question on where a player falls to the PFF, Garendo is rank 190, so you might be able to wait. All right, let's put out a poll. All right, pick at 126. I'm going to do by position because it's just too hard to kind of choose here. A ton of players. So I'll do running back, edge, and I'll do more positions, don't worry. Defensive back. We could go linebacker. We could go corner. And then we'll go linebacker. There you go. All right, I put out the poll in position. Let me know what position to go. I'll add a couple more to whoever wins this. I'll add receiver, O-line, tight end maybe. A lot of people like running back. So running backs available. Estime, Will Shipley, Jaden Sheridan. So the only real running back option here, in my opinion, would be either Shipley or Estime. I like Garendo too. You could definitely reach for Garendo. Insane athlete, right? Let's find him real quick. I think he's up here. Let's see. I think he's one of his top guys. Oh, we need to go back to 2024. Not looking at all time. Where's Garendo? I think he's somewhere up here. There he is. 9.9, 4.33 speed, 6 foot 221. Prototype, man. Prototype. Oh, this is a close one. Oh, this is a close one. I gotta let this ride a little bit more. Kamara here would be nice. I like Kamara here. Vaki. What's Vaki's RAS? Let's see. Vaki, 7.95. Let's see. Not great on size. Good bench. Okay speed. Okay agility. Great or elite explosion, though. That's Vaki. People like Shipley, Bishop. People like Cole. You could go Cole Bishop. I would go Bishop over Vaki every day of the week. If you could get Bishop into this room with Jaden Hicks, that's they're kind of similar players, but, why not? His Garendo, there's no way he's 26. Or is he 25? Is Garendo really 25? So, yeah, he's 20, he's almost 24. It's still old for a running back. I think that would be a pretty heavy reach. Some people are saying Bishop. Who's the better third down back? Between who? Estime would probably be a good pass blocker at his size, but I don't know about Garendo. Do they even have pass blocking grades here? No, they don't. Bishop or Kamara. You can get Oladapo later. Yeah, you can. He raised, so now he goes at around 163 now. Bishop / Gray. I don't know why we're trying to get running back. People like running back, man. I'll put it in another poll because really the only option at running back is either Estime or Shipley here because Braylon Allen just went, which probably would have won the vote if we're being honest. Bishop, Gray. A lot of people are saying Bishop. So let's end this poll, and I'll start another one. So we're going to keep running back. Pick. What are we at? 126. So we're going to keep running back on there. We can go Bishop. Add option. I'm on running backs. Oops. We could go... I'll add Kamara. And then we'll put O-line. All right. Vote again. Vote again. If you pick running back, then we'll put a poll on which running back. Other ones, Bishop and Kamara, two defenders that I've seen a lot in the chat. What's Estime's speed again? I don't think he's that fast. Let's see. Estime is 4.71. Woo! Blazing speed. Audric Estime. I don't know if that would be the Packers pick, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Oh, gosh. He's like he'll look like Austin Eckler running against the Packers. He's huge. Not really, though. 5'11", 221. Like, A.J. Dillon's bigger than him. And faster. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that. And it looks like Bishop's winning anyways. It looks like you guys are changing. You guys are switching up. Once I showed Cole Bishop, you guys are like, oh, we got to go Cole Bishop here. Cole Bishop. I'll show you guys. Athlete. Get two safeties in this room that are versatile, can play down low. I'm not going to lie. Kind of like it. We don't need Bishop having Hicks. Why not? Why not? Cole Bishop, 9.88. Elite speed. Great size. Great explosion. Why not? You know? Could. A lot of people are saying Bishop. Check Shipley, RAS. Could wait for Shifty. Shifty. I guess that kind of works, huh? Will Shipley, 9.58. 4.45 speed. If he had better size, he'd be like a 10. Elite agility. Great explosion. We could trade back up for Shipley. So it looks like we're going to end up going Bishop here. Just keep this in mind for running back, right? Our next pick's at 169. So you could trade up for Shipley at around 140. We could trade up for, Cedric Gray or Trevin Wallace at around 140, 145. Cornerbacks available. Kamal Haddon at 179 or 173. He's a good corner. Let's see O-line. Offensive tackle. Caden Wallace, 140. So if we pick here, we're going to stop at around 145. But it looks like Cole Bishop's going to be our pick here, ladies and gentlemen. So we were on running back at first, but we switched it up. You guys switched up, and we're going Cole Bishop. At 126, safety out of Utah. Cole Bishop and Jaden Hicks. Hey, look, similar players, sure. But having both of those guys, just put them in the box, let them rock. All right, we're going to stop. Kamara goes. Stop at like 143. Okay, we're at 143. So players that came off the board, we know who we were talking about. Eichenberg gone after us. Vaki goes. Abrams, Drain, Brownlee, Wingo, Estime goes at 132. I wasn't too fond of that anyways. Jordan McGee, Dwayne Carter, Isaiah Adams, Bordellini goes at 136. Kamara, 137. Mason Smith, Theo Johnson, Leofau, Leonard Taylor, Isaiah Williams. So we're at 143. Let's see how much that would even cost. 143 to 169. 14 points to 9 points. So it costs, what, 5 points? So it costs 202. That's it. So if we don't have 202. It would probably cost we could do 219. Maybe they accept that. Maybe you'd have to throw in 255 if we wanted to trade up here, or we could let it ride. Let's put it in here. There's linebackers available. There's Wallace. There's Gray. There's some running backs like Shipley. Or we could let it ride. Vote down below. Vote down below. Garendo's there. Was Mustafa gone? No, he's still available. He's still available, but I don't know if we'll go 3 safeties. I did that one mock draft, and you guys had a fit. I like 3 safeties, but I don't know. We really not taking edge? We could go edge. You could go edge here. Braden McGregor's available. You could wait to 169 for him. We went Michael Hall, though. You could probably, if he keeps it at 180, you could definitely play him at edge. And you got Colby Wooden, who's going to play defensive end mainly. What other running backs? I think Garendo, Sheridan, or did Sheridan go? I'm trying to remember. I think Sheridan's available. Blake Watson, I think, is available. Did he go? Blake Watson's available. Nice receiving back. 143. People, ooh, this is close. This is close. Shipley or Gray. Catan, Oladapo. I love Oladapo, but yeah, so we went Bishop last pick. Let me write that down. So far, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Edgerrin Cooper, Jaden Hicks, Cooper Beebe, Pooney, Michael Hall, Cole Bishop. That's a good draft, guys. Wait to 150. If it stays around the same, I might have to wait. Packers love doubling up positions. I agree. Wait to trade up. You'll get more value. Grendo or Gray. I think you can wait for both of those guys. Wait for 150. It's so close. Whenever it's close like this for a vote, for a trade up, I'll probably just wait a few more picks and then run. Yeah, I'm going to wait a few more picks and run it again. Shipley goes. Shipley goes at 148. Okay, I'm going to run the poll again, though, because there's still linebackers available. It happens. Trade up to 150. Let's see. Run the poll again. Trade up to... So 150, 169 to 150 would cost... Let's see. 9 points to 12. So it costs 3. So we'd have to give up 219. So yeah. So the other trade didn't make too much sense. We'd be giving up 3 picks to move up. Now it would just be that right there. That would be to trade up to 150. Position in need. Yeah, we probably need a tackle. We need a running back. Could get another linebacker. We have 169, 219, 245, 255 left. Stick and pick Garendo. And we'll vote for it. Vote for it, because it looks like right now we got yes. Probably let it ride at this point since one of our guys went. You think Shipley is our guy in real life? He could be. He could be. I let it ride to 150 and he went. That's what happens. Frank Gore Jr. in the 7th. True. Gabriel Murphy just went. One of the twin Murphy brothers at UCLA. Not worth it, people are saying. We're so close. I might let it ride a little bit longer to 155 because, again, we're so close. Like, right around 50-50. I'm going to go another 5 picks and run it again. Malik goes. Cedric Gray goes at 154. We were at 50-50. We're at 50-50. Let's run one more poll. Or run a couple more. Another poll. So that's like twice in a row now. We could have traded up, but it's too close. I need like a certified yes or no, 50-50, 51, 52% isn't enough for me because a lot of people are saying yes, a lot of people are saying no. Shipley went right before. Now Cedric Gray goes right before, but hey, Trevin Wallace still available. You called 154 trade a while back. What for? No point in it anymore. Yeah, looks like a lot of people are voting no, though. Hey, look, it's a community mock. If it's 50-50, I got to keep running it. It's what the majority says. So 155. So 169 to 155 would probably cost nothing. 9 points to 11. I mean, you could probably get away with giving 245. Maybe you'd also have to give 255. You could probably get away with that, and they'd accept it. Trade up for Trevin. See how the draft falls. See, we're above 55. Oh, no, we just went down. I was going to say, if it's like 55% at least, then I'll go with that answer. Leave it to 162. I'll probably leave it to 162. Yeah, everyone's saying no. I'm going to let it ride to 162. Not everyone's saying no, but over 55%. So I'm letting it ride, and we'll do one more potential trade. We're going to 162. Jaheim Bell goes. Okay, so Tyler Davis, Jaheim Bell. Is that Holker? Yeah, Holker, Coker, Rosemary, Jack Saint, and Whittington went. So we're at 162. We're going to run this poll once more for a trade up, and if not, we'll let it ride to 169. Here we go. Start poll. Wallace. Yeah, a lot of people like Wallace, man. Garendo and Wallace somehow. You might be able to. 219, 245, 255. What's that worth? That's worth 5 points. So you could get back up to like 200. So, for example, if you want to get back up to 200, you could trade 219, 245, and 255 for around like 198. So we could get back up 7 spots. Might as well wait. Yeah, a lot of people are saying no. All right, we're gonna let it ride. We're gonna let it ride. Jean-Baptiste, Richardson, Caesar, Zach Zinner, Anthony Gould, Sheridan, and Jordan Travis. Oh, Trevin Wallace sitting right at the top of the boat. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun vote. Oh, this is going to be a fun vote at 169. Trevin Wallace, Braden McGregor, Walter Rouse. I see him as a guard, but I think he could play tackle. I think he 100% could play tackle. Katana Oladapo, Kamal Haddon, Bo Limmer, JT Bertrand. Jesus. Okay. I think Sitton was a good idea. Running backs, I just want to show you guys for the people available or who wants a running back. Schrader, Vidal, Garendo, Ali, Lob. All right, let's start a poll. I'm going to do by position first so we can kind of narrow that down. So let's go start a poll. Position at 169. So we could do linebacker. We could go edge. Defensive back and running back. I'll add offensive tackle into the next one. Let me know. Let me know what position. Defensive back means safety corner. So just so you know. Both positions. So you could go Oladapo, which we already got a lot of safeties. You could go Kamal Haddon, Kalen King. 2 guys that are nice. Pritchett. Options there. You know? What DBs available? Yeah, so that's kind of your DBs available there. Linebacker. A lot of people saying line. I think a lot of people want Trevin Wallace here, huh? I don't think you're voting for J.D. Bertrand. You might be. But Trevin Wallace seems like a Packers guy, right? Right at the top of the board. Also, Braden McGregor. I do like him. If we wanted to get an edge in the building, 6'6", 267. I feel like just fits that Packers edge mold. Yeah. Wallace, Elijah Jones. Was Elijah Jones pick? Yeah, I think he's like a 3rd-round guy. Tackle available. Let's see. Walter Rouse, Javon Foster, Driscoll, Leviston, Lamia, if that's how you pronounce it. Sundell. Or Sundell. Frank Crum. We could go Frank Crum in the 7th. Wallace, easy pick. A lot of people saying Wallace. All right, linebacker. All right, so what I'll do is I'll do one more poll. We're going to go pick at 169. We'll add Wallace. We'll put Bertrand. Because I feel like those are the 2 options at linebacker, right? Yeah. We're not going Steel Chambers. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I do not like him. I know it's a community, but I don't care. And then we'll add O-line. And I'll just throw in tight end because why not? All right. Vote down below for our pick at 169. Rouse is tempting, yeah. And then we could trade up to 20. So keep in mind who we could trade up to, 200 around. Keep in mind who's available down here in the 190s. You know, Vidal, Grayson Murphy, Josh Newton, Garendo, Bo Braid, Jalen Harrell here. What's his size? 6'4", 242, not bad. Rasheen Ali, McLaughlin, Trey Taylor, Lob. All these guys available around 200 if we want to trade up after this pick. There's options. You could even go, Dylan Johnson. I don't like him too much. Miles Murphy, A.J. Barner, Jalen Green out of James Madison at 18 sacks last year. It's crazy. Christian Boyd. There's options. Let me go back real quick to page 1. Yeah, Wallace is killing this. So Wallace is going to win. We're going Trevin Wallace at 169. Let's go. I'm going to end this poll. All right. Catan goes. Walter Rouse goes. Kalen King. Pritchett. Limmer. Steel Chambers. Draft. Slimmer. Slimmer, he means, yeah. Gabe Hall. We need Torrey Taylor. Let's see. Dylan Love. RAS with speed, etc. Lob. I look at Dylan Lob. 8.79. 4.54. Very small, but elite agility. We're gonna let it ride at 200 because that's kind of really the only spot we could trade up, and we're not gonna give next year's picks in a 2024 mock draft. So we're gonna let this ride about 195. Or we could keep our picks. Okay, we're at 195. Let me see just to make sure that would be accurate. 5 points, and we have 219, 245. Yeah, so that would literally. Yeah, that's about like where you would trade up. So let me add a poll. Garendo, we could go Garendo here. We could trade up and go Garendo. I don't think he went, right? We could trade up here, but this would be our last pick. We'd have to give up all our picks here. So a trade up here would give up our last 3 picks at 245, 219, 255. Trade up. I'll put the poll in here just a second. Start poll. Let me know. If we trade up, it'll be our last pick. If we trade up, it'll be our last pick. A lot of people are saying, yeah. Oh, no, it's switching. It's switching. It's switching. Marshawn Lloyd, he has been gone. Garendo's in need. A lot of people like Garendo. All right. How long has this live been going on for? Hour 30, not too bad. It's a long mock draft, but it is what it is. It is what it is. A lot of people are saying no. So let me see what we'd wait till to give up 219, so to 4 points. We could trade up to 204 and save 245. Could we trade up after 219? 245 and 255 would equate like 230, 229. So we could pass on the trade down here, which looks like we're going to do. And then another available would be giving up 219 and 255 to move up to 204. So it looks like you guys don't want to trade here. So let's let it ride to 204. Grendo goes. So anyone who wanted Grendo, sorry. All right. So McLaughlin went, Barrett, McKinley Jackson, Cohen, Garendo, Trey Taylor, Jalen Green, Tip Ryman, Rasheen Ali. I'm going to add another poll. This would kind of be like our last. I mean, we could still trade up later, but we're in the 7th round, so who knows if this is even applicable. But one more potential trade up, or we're letting it ride to 219. We're at 204 here. It would take 219 and 255. That's the same amount of points. So, A.J. Barner. Frank Gore Jr. at 204. We could. We could go Frank Gore. A lot of people are saying no. It would take 219 and 255 to get up to 204. A lot of people saying no. When's Boyd supposed to go? I have him at like 219. Right at our next pick, so let it ride. Yep. People want it to ride. We're riding. Here we go. Randolph, Torrey Taylor, Jacobs, Hampton, Lobb, Milton, James Williams, Driscoll, Gabe Hall, Miles Murphy, Jordan Jefferson, Lamia, McKellen, Briggs, Cedric Johnson. All right. We got some options. Dylan Johnson, Barner, Steele, Boyd, Crumity, Frank Gore Jr. So let's do position. Let's sort by position. Start a poll. We'll do running back. What else is available? Tight end. O-line. D-line. All right. Let me know what position you guys want here at 219. What position? If we went running back, we could go Johnson, Steele, Gore, Bailey. If we went tight end, we could go Barner. That's probably your best bet here. I like him better than McLaughlin. Barner, nice blocking tight end. Tight end 3. You could go O-line, Thomas, Sundell, Crum, Jennings, McMahon. Or you could go D-line with Christian Boyd here. What edge is available? Yeah, choose D-line if you want edge as well, by the way. Bird. A lot of horrible names that I'm not going to try to pronounce. Eric Watts. Solomon Bird. 6'3", 250. Oki Anoma. That's actually a cool name. Sorry, Oki Anoma. That's a cool name. Not going to try that one. Eric Watts. What do we got? Ooh, we're close. Running back and D-line. Running back and D-line. You should have chose D-line. Yeah, because D-line, Boyd. But running back, we got options. We got options. I don't like Dylan Johnson personally, but he could. Frank Gore could be the future. He could. You didn't realize Boyd was there? I don't know. It looks like it's going to be running back, but I'll add a couple. Boyd would be a huge miss, but it is what it is. Oh, I'm blocking the other running backs. Am I? My fault. I always forget where my camera is, No to Gore, Boyd, or Frank Gore Jr. I feel like that's what it's going to be. Sundell. Offensive tackle, you could. He has some versatility. Okay. It looks like running back's winning this. So let me end the poll. I'll start one more with some running back options. 219. We got Gore. Actually, let me switch over to running back so I can get you guys these options. Johnson. Steele. And then I'll just do fourth option will be other. All right. Choose. Sundell would be a good pick. I mean, we pick again at 245. We could trade 245 and 255 for 229. We could trade back up to 229 if the board falls. Boyd falls. I doubt he will, but if he's there at 229, we could trade both picks for that. A lot of people want Gore. A lot of people want Gore. It looks like it's going to be Gore, guys. 61%. Yeah. People are saying other, but that's probably just you want, another position. But I don't know. Looks like it's going to be Gore. We're going Gore. And we can trade up to 229, right? Is it 229 I said? Yeah, so we're going to let it ride to 229. Let's see who comes off the board. Boyd goes at 221. Barner goes. Steele. Crumity. Oh, Elijah Jones? I guess he didn't go. I thought for some reason he was way graded a lot higher. 229. Trade up. We could trade 245 and 255. Move up here. I'll do one poll. If not, we're letting it ride. All right, starting the poll. Let it ride, people are saying. Hey, you guys wanted Frank Gore. You guys wanted him. The majority was there. You had the opportunity. I would say I'd agree with going Boyd there and then getting a running back at 245, 255, but yeah, I guess Elijah Jones was still there. Honestly, I had no idea. That doesn't seem right. 255 PFF big board, that seems like a mistake. That seems like a mistake, man. Everyone's saying no. Well, most people are saying no. Let it ride. Use a 245, then get a kicker with their last pick. Terrible pick. People don't like Gore, I guess. You guys voted for it. Majority did. All right. People are saying no. We're going to let it ride. We're going to 245. Bailey, Owens, Thomas, Simpson, Sundell, Bub Means, Bird, Okianoma, McLaughlin, Lovett, Harris, Watts, Ryan Watts, good option there. Tareeb Still, could have got a nickel corner. Let's see who's available. At 245, we have tight ends, Trey Knox, Westover, Spanford, Rex. We have offensive tackles of Jennings, Frank Crum, Glaze, Coker, Trent Jones, Dankwa. Cornerbacks of Daquan Hardy, Josh Wallace, AJ Woods. Safeties, Dejon Anthony, Omar Brown, Kenny Logan. Defensive linemen, there's only 2 here. All right. Elijah would be gone by now, so I'm kind of glad we didn't do that because I don't really see him being available. All right, here we go. Start a poll. O-line, cornerback, edge. I'm just gonna add positions of need at this point. Other. All right, let me know what position. We have 2 more picks. Let's round this thing out. So O-line available. We'll sort it by interior as well. McMahon, Donovan Jennett, Frank Crum. You can go Frank Crum. Kicker. Other would be, yeah. If you want a kicker, that would be under like other and whatnot. A lot of people at O-line here. Frank Crum, what a name. Have we drafted an edge yet? We have not, but we got Michael Hall, and I think that's comparable. Edge available. This guy, Watts, Jeff Khalid Duke. Interesting. I don't really know much about any of these guys, if I'm being quite honest with you. Wide receiver, tight end. That would be under other. We could look who's available, but again, you're at such late part in this draft. PFF only has so many players on their board, so it's like some of the guys you might not be on here technically. You guys want O-line. All right, let's end this poll. Let's go O-line. I'm going to give you 4 options. Poll. Pick. What are we, 245? We got Crum. We got Glaze. I'll add Jennings. And I'll add Layden Robin. Actually, we already have a guard, so I'll just do McMahon. All right, starting the poll. Who do you want? 245. 245. Khalid Duke, what a name. Yeah, you're right. I think it's between Crum and Glaze here, but it looks like a lot of people want Crum. Crum and Glaze. That's come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, Crum's smoking it. Stop the count. We're going Frank Crum. One more pick. What do we want? One more pick. Do we want a kicker? Do we want a quarterback? Let's see some running backs. Let me know in the chat. We're not going to do a poll. Let me know. Let me know. Fenwick. We already did running back. We have tight ends available. Westover, Span Ford, Rex, Martin Fourth. Receivers, not much available. Cornerbacks, Josh Wallace. Josh Wallace is available, guys. AJ Woods. At safety, Omar Brown. Omar Brown, man, is a nickel guy. He could play nickel corner. He'd be our nickel guy. Hartman. Do we take quarterback? Take the funniest name? Yeah, we could. Quarterback. Hartman. Let's see who's available. Quarterback. Is Hartman available still? He is. You guys want Hartman? A lot of people saying Hartman. That's the majority. We're going Sam Hartman. End it off. We're going Sam Hartman. Let's check it out. Let's see. That took a while, but here we are. The first ever on my channel, Green Bay Packers 7-round community mock draft, is as follows. At 25, we go Kool-Aid McKinstry. Then we trade down from 41 to 50 and go Edgerrin Cooper. I don't know why PFF always has that as a bad grade for him. That's where he's going to go. Honestly, he could go before that. Then at 58, we go Jaden Hicks. Then our 2 picks in the 3rd round. Well, we have 3, but we started with 2. Cooper Beebe and Dominic Pooney out of Kansas. Then we went Michael Hall, defensive lineman, after a trade up with the Bengals. Gave up a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th, but, went up to 97, got our guy on the defensive line. Then we go Cole Bishop, kind of double dip into that safety room. The double guard play is wild. Hey, you guys voted on it. I think a lot of people see tackle for Pooney and go, oh, he's a tackle. He's going to be a guard at the NFL level, but, he has some opportunity there, maybe. Cole Bishop and Jaden Hicks, little redundant, sure. But I think having both of those guys offer you some more versatility. Then we go Trevin Wallace at 169. So we really shored up the box, right, on defense. We shored up that box. You got Hicks, Bishop, Wallace, and Cooper. Should really, really help against the run. Then we go Frank Gore at 219 and round things off with Frank Crum at 245 and Sam Hartman at 255. So, you know what? I give that, a pretty good grade. I agree with a lot of people that probably should have focused on a tackle with one of these two. I probably would have went Pooney at 88 and then a tackle at 91. I like Pooney more than Beebe just because the versatility, RAS, Packers fit. We didn't get an edge, but we got Michael Hall, who, if he plays at like 280, he can play defensive end. And you guys have to realize Colby Wooden, I think, is like 280, 285, so he'll play some defensive end as well. You think Kamara instead of Pooney would have been ideal? Yeah, getting an edge there could have been ideal. You could have went Austin Booker at 88 and Pooney at 91, 2 Kansas guys. Yeah. Frank Gore screwed up the whole draft. A 6th-round pick didn't screw up the whole draft, I promise you. A lot of people say they need a running back, but at the same time, like, they have Dillon and Jacobs. Like, sure, I think they're going to get one in this draft, and it might be earlier than round 6, but, week 1, they're going to be fine in terms of running back. A lot of people don't like Frank Gore, huh? I guess a lot of people don't like Frank Gore Jr. But that was our community Green Bay Packers 7-round mock draft. I'm going to be doing I think it's version 10.0 tomorrow. I think it's version 10.0 mock draft for the Packers tomorrow. And then I'll be doing a final mock for me next week on Wednesday instead of Thursday since the draft's Thursday. And I'm also thinking about making a mock draft next week, just going over, like, this is what I think the Packers will do. Nothing biased with me. Like, this is what Gutekunst, I think he's going to do. That's what I think. I'm going to make 2 different ones next week. But yeah. I do appreciate you guys coming out. Again, reminder, get in on this signed Lucas Van Ness jersey. Let me show it to you guys real quick. By downloading Sleeper, making a first-time deposit, get that deposit match. I'll put the rules up on here, the way to enter, how to enter. Download Sleeper, make a first-time deposit with code BAS, B-A-S. Get that deposit matched and be entered in this signed Lucas Van Ness Packers jersey here. Again, thank you to Sleeper for sponsoring this live stream. But I do appreciate you guys coming by. It was fun. A little stressful, but fun, right? We had a lot of votes, a lot of people in this draft, a lot of people in this live stream. We had, I think, like 350 at one point. So I do appreciate you guys coming to the live stream. It was cool. I definitely want to do this more, like, well, obviously with draft coming right around the corner, but just in general, it's fun. But yeah, appreciate you guys being a part of the first Green Bay Packers community mock. I'm going to download this image and I'll post it on Twitter so we can, show Twitter what we did. But I appreciate you guys coming by. I'll catch you on the next one.